searched the secret behind Teletubbies, and this is kind of freaking me out. It says the dark truth about Teletubbies. It's kind of really not okay. So let's see.
Welcome back, friends, to Inform Overload. I'm your information overlord, Johnny Rogers, and if you happen to be new here, we take the most interesting news stories on the internet and then make them more entertaining. Although doozy for sure. I don't know how I can make the dark truth of the Teletubbies entertaining, but I'm always up for a challenge. First and foremost, I gotta say rest in peace to the actor who played Tinky Winky. That's a weird one to say. That's the purple Teletubby. Back in January of 2018, Simon Shelton was found frozen to death in the streets of Liverpool after collapsing due to his alcoholism. Simon was 52 years old at the time and had a history of alcohol dependence. At around 7:15 a.m., his body was found in a well between the Port of Liverpool building and the street. This often occurs in actors who get a big role and, frankly, more money than they know what to do with. For the 10th anniversary of the show, they did a big reveal of who the actors and actresses were behind the popular characters. Simon was asked in an interview about their tour, and he said that it was incredible. It felt like being one of the Beatles. Well, you become just like one of the Beatles, that's a lot of pressure. Another shocking thing to learn about the Teletubby squad is just how tall they actually were. On television, you would assume that they were small, or at least a similar size to the average adult. But no. You'd be way off. In real life, the Teletubbies stand anywhere from 6 feet to over 11 feet tall, which for whatever reason just makes them even more terrifying to me now. Speaking of giants though, did you know that those famous rabbits the Teletubbies would gaze upon in their garden are actually a giant species of rabbit? They're called Flemish giant rabbits, and the reason for selecting these types of rabbits was to make the Teletubbies appear to be a normal size. And if you're looking at them in proportion to the rabbits, then you would immediately assume that they were about average height. Now, while those are some very dark truths about the Teletubbies, let's dive into the more dark fan theories that have circulated around them for years. Again, they're fan theories, so just take it all with a grain of salt. It's believed that the rising baby-faced sun that we see during the intro of the Teletubbies is actually a demon. Yeah, many have claimed to see a demonic face slowly taking over the baby's face as the sun expands into the cutscene of going over the hill. Apparently, these people believe that when the sun explodes, just for a second, it sends subliminal messages to children. Another disturbing theory is that the Teletubbies are actually biogenetically engineered slaves. I mean, there really isn't a backstory to why the Teletubbies do anything in this show, but going with that idea that they're actually slaves makes the show make a lot more sense now. Allow me to explain. There's always this mysterious voice that literally tells them what to do. Everything from when to sleep to when to eat. There's also a weird vacuum character who's almost there as an enforcer to keep them in check. Lastly, there's this weird pinwheel that serves almost as a place of worship for them. It's kind of like their godlike structure on top of a hill, and whenever it spins, they automatically drop everything they're doing and fall to their knees to worship it. Very weird stuff. Probably more disturbing than them being slaves is that the show was meant to hypnotize children around the world. Parents even boycotted the show after watching those microphones rise from the ground and start chanting, "Time for Teletubbies." That repetition of this statement made many parents think that the show was actually attempting to brainwash their kids. Even weirder than that is the connection that fans have made between the Teletubbies and Harry Potter, both of which were released in 1997, and the connection is made because of those antennas that they wear on their heads. The antennas match the same symbols that J.K. Rowling used for the Deathly Hallows in the Harry Potter universe. Lala even has a lightning bolt antenna similar to the scar on Harry's head. Crazy stuff, guys. Let's check out some even more crazier stuff. Let's check out some of your comments from the video titled "Koala Bears Are Now Functionally Extinct." Wolf Protector 44 says, "No, not these cute boys. Man, I loves making my life sad." Hey, we're sorry, but wouldn't you rather know so that you could at least try to save them? Libby Love says, "No, they can't be gone. They're my favorite animal." Welcome back to I.O. We help people get anxiety. Love you, I.O. Well, there goes the T. I think we just need to rebrand after that one. Now, welcome back to Inform Overload, the place where anxiety lives, or is birthed from. We'll figure it out. Phantom Claw says, "No." There's a lot of no's in these comments. "No, not the koalas. I can't bear it at all." I see you dropping the puns in there. I see it. Yes, the koalas are gonna be gone soon, so it's so unbearable for me to even say. It's weird that we call them koala bears, because they're not actually bears, they're marsupials, but I guess koala marsupial just doesn't roll off the tongue.